Alright, what's up? We're back with more of Avernum 2 Crystal Souls, about to explore the Swampy Cave here. It's nothing that's really relevant to the current quest we're doing, but it is still something to explore, and I need all the money and XP I can right now before I head off to go see the Vonatai. Anyway, all sorts of odd items are scattered on the floor of this tunnel. Some useful, some just trash. There are huge footprints in the slime and garbage. A strange giggling sound comes from farther in. You suspect that this cave is very dangerous. Man, physically right now, Moses has like pretty much no effect at all. But he is tanking most of the damage, so having a hardiness and focus on melee weapons is very helpful still. Okay, so what we do know so far is that these caves contain grimoire. I think we're at the point now where we can also just let go of these crude javelins, since we are getting quite a bit of iron. Go ahead and do that. Put that on and put iron on. So yeah, no more crude, but we're investing in iron. And yes, steel javelins are very sparse, so don't worry about trying to invest in like steel javelins. I think some weapon shop do sell steel javelins, but I think that's also not really worth it. Oh heck, it's a giant in here. Fortunately, it's not like a group of giants, so I'm not really super worried about this fight, but we'll still have to do our best to manage. I feel like we need to move Braylon a little bit back here. Oh, you pug. Okay, fortunately, he's still fixated on Moses for the most part. Yeah, one giant should really be no problem here. Clover boots. Again, I don't care for the luck mechanic in this, so we are just going to go ahead and sell those. Gotta get some more money. Not going to invest in crude javelins anymore. I think I'm fine with what I have as far as that. Piercing crystal, can always have those, so. You know, I'm doing such a great job that I haven't really had to use my healing potions or anything, so there is that too. Okay, so this really wasn't a super big dungeon or anything, just a quick cave to explore and get loot. We are going to take these wines for a quest later. Okay, so that's really all it was. let's go ahead and get back in the boat and then go back. It wasn't the boat doing. Oh, you really want to try something. Nice. Seraphina is now level 9. Alright, this is the only way you can enter the outpost, by the way. You are outside a crumbling fort. It was shoddy construction to begin with, and cave quakes have slowly been tearing it apart since. The structure is primarily rows of rocks precariously stacked on one another, and the outer walls are held up by the buildings inside. Similarly, the walkways are just thin slabs of rock randomly arranged on the cave floor. The whole building is a mess and a danger to all inside it. You can guess why the construction is so poorly maintained. There are slits inside. This race of reptilian humanoids only recently learned to make buildings, and they're still working on it. The question is whether these are the friendly slits that are allies of the Avernum government, or one of the mad tribes that hunt humans. I'm going to hazard a guess that unfortunately it's going to be the latter. Just saying. Let's go back to Mayor Amtar. And this time, let's actually use the entrance that's clearly open. You tell Mayor Amtar about the slit outpost. He sighs. Something will need to be done about this. Keep watching the job board. As a reward, you receive a pouch of coins and a scroll. Fair pay for a scout. Okay, see, these type of scrolls are way more beneficial. The attacks ones and scrolls, not nearly as much. At least the scrolls that like haste you, heal you, stuff like that are much more useful. Now we know about the outposts of Savage Sarakai. The information is helpful, but our trade routes will not be safe as long as the outpost remains. Return to the ruined fort and clear it out. A generous bounty will be paid. Report your inevitable victory to Mayor Amtar. Okay. So we'll level that. We'll level these two. And we're pretty much done with leveling melee weapons, by the way. We can work on some of these other ones finally. But he definitely needed to be pretty hardy because armor, poison, acid, he needed that resistance, so. We'll level that. That was the last we needed of bows. We can continue leveling the other stuff now. One into priest. One into gymnastics, because eventually we will need the benefit of those. Of the gymnastic ability. Alright, 1 and 2 gymnastics. And 1, of course, and 1 point always in the mage spells until we hit the cap. But yeah, I mean, I probably could have gone to the Vanatai as soon as I got it, but then again, there are these quests I wanted to clear out, at least some of them anyway. These potion quests and crafting quests will always stay up no matter what. It just tells you that if you have the materials, they'll be available. You can also deliver metal bars, which reminds me, I probably should go ahead and donate the ones I have right now to Kellica. Oh, that's Butel. All right, we got some more money now. All right, in the meantime, let's go ahead and take care of that lizard infestation. Or Motrax. This huge cavern is filled with thick, choking steam from several large fumaroles. Sulfurous steam pumped up from miles below assaults your senses. The floor is covered with faint tracks from a giant lizard's strong claws. This area only became volcanically active 2 or 3 years ago. Avernum is not geologically stable. It is occasionally struck by cave quakes, which can create interesting features like this overnight. At first, you think that these are giant lizards like those found in farms and pulling merchant caravans. When they get closer, you realize that they're a bit larger. They also emit small puffs of flame from their noses when they exhale. Or exhale. You know what? This part would be kind of short if I just stopped it right here. So let's go ahead and just explore the lair. You instantly recognize the rank smell coming from these winding tunnels. Huge wild lizards have taken up residence here in quantity. The dry scales and long scratches marking the ground would seem to confirm this. Yeah, this would be a short part, so let's see if we can get this dungeon done quick. Quest done quick before we move on. This cavern contains a grisly surprise. You find the gnawed bones of a merchant caravan. They must have gotten lost in these caves and tried to camp in here. A lizard ambush made short work of them. Most of their supplies have been crushed by the lizard's strong jaws. Fortunately, some of their goods survived and are scattered about the cavern. Also not a blessing of the caves. Oh, I didn't even know I still had that. Oh no, we got some salamanders here. These, of course, can cause a little bit of trouble with their fire area effect attack. Do we even still need black basalt? I don't even know, but I think we probably do. Alright, Fire Lizard A. We're going to hang on to at least one of these because I think one of them is a quest item. The other one we don't need as much. You find the heavily singed body of a merchant. He was surprised and wounded by a salamander, and he only managed to crawl here before he died. Okay, no loot there. The stone nest is full of baby lizards, all munching happily on a deceased giant spider. It is very unusual for giant lizards to take such good care of their young. Cute. You are hit by a wave of sulfurous steam and smoke. There must be a natural steam vent somewhere nearby. These are what keep Avernum warm, though very few areas are as hot and humid as these tunnels. You can hear the hissing of more lizards in the tunnels ahead of you. Okay, that wasn't enough to break that. In a small stone nest, you find a large, brightly colored egg, almost orange. Up until recently, it was watched over by the fire lizards. As you lean into the nest to grab the egg, you notice, too late, the writing etched on the stones around it. Someone carved to protect this fell in the nest. There was a flash of light and a cloud of sulfurous smoke, and you are no longer alone in the cave. The magical runes were roughly carved. It looks like, perhaps, they were made with something's claw. Perhaps there is something more intelligent than just giant lizards living nearby. Oh, dang, it's freaking salamanders with the area effect fire attack. Fortunately, as far as like damage goes, they're not overwhelmingly strong, but the area effect is still annoying. Alright, and we acquired a Drake egg, which we'll go ahead and take. I think that's going to be a quest item. I should actually go ahead and check to see if I need more than one of those, like, fire lizard eggs. I think I only need one for a quest, though. I'm not sure. Another dispel barrier quick crystal. I would much rather have the spell itself, because at least then you know. You hear more hissing ahead, both from lizards and from the steaming fumaroles. The volcanic vents must be just ahead. You listen carefully and you can tell that some of the reptilian hissing you can hear ahead of you sounds suspiciously like speech, perhaps even chanting. Strange. You know what? Let's go ahead and restock on our spell energy. It's going to be a pretty tough fight ahead. With the sinking feeling, you realize why so many lizards have settled peacefully together in these caves. They were brought together by a more powerful force. You face a young drake. The drakes are a smaller, weaker version of dragon kind. Of course, it is possible to be less powerful than a dragon and still extremely dangerous. This one is young, but you can still feel the power radiating off of it. It looks at your equipment, a gleam of greed in its eyes. Yes. First, the merchants. And now you. Soon all beasts in these caves will envy the wealth and power of mighty Tyosa. Right, let's go ahead and get to battle in here. Maybe we should take out these lava worms real quick because they might be an annoyance. Oh, I have access to Adrenaline Rush. Nice. All right, let's move them a little bit closer. That. Tyosa's wounds are starting to cause a great pain. Ah, my spells. They are failing. I must. It mutters a word of power, and its motions blur. Tyosa is now much faster. Oh, he honestly could have inflicted more damage with the second fire attack, but he didn't think of doing that. The Drake Tyosa falls. In the end, it was just one more pest in these tunnels, only with delusions of grandeur. This warren of vicious reptiles will no longer be a threat to the area. You search the body for anything of special or alchemical value. Alas, you find nothing of note. We can also come back here if we need more drake eggs and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure you only need like one drake egg in one. Ooh, 2 magical damage. We're definitely putting that on. Actually, wait. Well, they're pretty much the same thing. I would say the boost to... We can put that on her. Wait. The Drake hid a thick tome back here, near the remains of the wizard he stole it from. The pages are torn. The creature must have accidentally damaged them when turning them with its large claws. Despite the damage, some of the book is still readable. The text is intact, though the language is very strange. The tome is, indeed, the remnants of a spellbook. No wonder the Drake was interested. Unfortunately, only one section has remained complete and legible. Alright, that's a boost to Call Beast. Alright, let's go ahead and give him the magical damage. And give her the ability to bless and curse better, because I think that actually benefits the priest more. Do priest spells even count as magical damage? I'm not even sure. I didn't really think about that when I played the first game again. Yeah, that was pretty much it as far as the Drake, Tyosa, and all that goes. But I'm glad I didn't keep this part super short for that reason, because this dungeon would have been nothing otherwise. Not a problem. If I did it earlier, then yeah, maybe, but not so much now. Go back and see Captain Ko. You tell Captain Ko that you wiped out the lizard infestation. What? A young Drake was there? You have done us a great kindness by removing it while it was small. As a reward, you receive a pouch of coins and a pair of fine gloves. Those gloves are made from the scales of Mothrax. Okay, that's definitely going to be good for him. And then, of course, we got a boost to reputation. Now we're somewhat liked. Right, travel to the Vonatai, destroy mysterious barriers, deliver metal bars, potions, crafting, destroy Slith Outpost, and the message to Sylvar in the Dark Altar. We're going to have to learn the Ritual of Sanctification later anyway. But I think the Slith Outpost is going to be the last thing before we take on the Vonatai. Oh, no, I don't want to talk to any guards anyway. Alright, so let's head back and head over to the Slith Outpost now. We'll take that on, then we'll head down to the Vonatai. What do y'all want? I don't want to fight any of y'all. No, I don't want to fight him at this range, so let's go over here. Go here. And through the secret passage, so we don't have to go through the front. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and save the game right here, but I will see you all soon with the next part of Let's Play. But it won't be too much longer before we travel to the Vonatai.